What's up guys, it's Kellen here and I'm back with another video. Welcome to the episode 2 of the RTG on my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my cheap and in my opinion pretty overpowered 50k team. It did cost me about 50k. Note that some of these players were packed, such as a goalkeeper, but I did put them all into Footpin and their prices came out to be about 50k or so. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So if you guys, like some of you guys actually who watched my last video, saw I did get Romero from the player pick pack. So he is the goalkeeper, and in right back I do have Alexander-Arnold. I did buy him for 1,500 coins. High, medium, right foot to 3-star skills, and weak foot. A pretty decent card, 80 pace, 73 defending, and 69 physical. This whole part is forward line. Is fast forwarded. Sorry. So if you guys ever want to stop and look at their stats, just pause the video and you guys can do that. But there's some stone stats before I jump back to Rudiger. Rudiger was my most, he was the more expensive centre back, 6,500 coins, a medium high work rate, 3-star weak foot, 2-star skills, 73 pace, 81 defending, and 77 physical. A pretty solid card. He was a pretty good defender. But in the end of this video I didn't have to end up selling him because I needed coins. Well, I needed coins, but I wanted more coins. And John Stones I think is pretty overpowered. 2,500 coins for me, definitely worth those 2,500 coins. Yes, he does go up sometimes, but I still think he's worth it. As you see, Rudiger only wins in pace, and shooting doesn't really matter for a centre back. But in left back we have my most expensive defender, and that's the Liverpool man, Andy Robertson, bought for 8,700 coins. To be honest, he was pretty much worth the money. Played 12 games, 2-star weak foot, left footed, high, which is very good. 84 pace, 77 defending, 73 physical, 77 dribbling, and 72 passing. The only problem I have with this card is when I switch to ultra attacking, and sometimes I do play him in left mid when I do that because he can whip in good crosses. As you would have seen, his crossing is 84. But without further ado, we're going to go straight into the midfield, and the first player, I just recently bought him now, so I'm going to head over and give him a gladiator to up those 269 rated stats. But yeah, 11,000 coins, the most expensive player in this team. Also a high 4-star combo, right footed, good solid card. Pretty much good at everything, dribbling being his highest attribute, with his 89 ball control and 88 dribbling, which in my opinion really complements the card, because you'll see in the gameplay at the end of the video he basically dictated the whole game, and I think he was really good straight from the bat. I do think that I'm going to have him in my team for quite a while. He is pretty overpowered even though he is quite small. So his two midfield partners are Henderson and Doucouré. Now Henderson is also overpowered with his high work rate, 3-star combo. I bought him for 1,400 coins. As you guys can see there in the top right, it says bought for. A decent car, 66 pace, the only 60 rated stat. But guys, he is everywhere. He only has 80 interceptions, but he's everywhere. Especially if you play in this formation, and he is in centre mid. I noticed that player tends to drop back more than the other two centre mids who go up more often than him. So if you put him in centre mid, he gets to everything. He is everywhere. And next to him we have Doucouré. I do think he has a pretty good card. The 93 stamina really helps a lot with the card, especially in that formation and in that midfield. He did only cost me 1,200 coins, so in my opinion a pretty big steal. And now onto the attackers. The first one we have is Adama, bought for 4,000 coins. He is really good. I have no problem with this card. Low attacking defensive work rate, not too bad. The only problem I have with this card is that 2-star weak foot. It's like playing with Salah, except the other footed version of him from FIFA 18. It's playing on like FIFA 18 Salah with a right foot rather than a left foot. But And his shooting, you guys might look at his shooting and think, oh, that's terrible, but he does score some pretty decent goals. He scores some pretty decent goals for me. And the main things with this card, that 83 strength and that 96 sprint speed and 97 acceleration, is absolutely insane. His crossing is 73, that's decent enough to whip in decent crosses. And his dribbling is pretty good, his agile, and his actual dribbling stat, 88 rated, is quite good as well. Then on that left side we do have an actually a left midfielder, bought him for 1,800 coins, and he has a very good card indeed. 83 pace, 77 physical, 71 shooting, decent card. His sprint speed goes up to 87, his physical is all good, his crossing is actually 69, but in game his crossing is pretty good. It's really good. He whips in some pretty good crosses during the game, which you will see later on, so don't quit now, just stay tuned for that. And he does have that 5-star weak foot, which makes a massive difference. And the striker, guys, Morata, is an actual beast of a card. In my opinion, he is the most overpowered striker in the Premier League, and by overpowered I mean not rated higher than 85. You see his stats for me: 27 games, 38 goals, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, high, 82 pace, 71 physical, but you'll see he has 86 sprint speed and 78 strength, 84 jumping and 86 heading accuracy, so he can win headers. And if I'm not wrong, he's about 6'2", 189 centimeters. Yeah. His shooting is insane. His finishing goes up to 96. His attacking positioning goes up to 99, and you'll see that in the video. So that brings me to the end of showcasing you guys my actual team. So now, without further ado, we are going to show you guys the bench and the team as a whole. We got Coleman, Talisca, and James Milner. The fitness is good enough, so we are going to jump straight into the game, and you'll see that the guy actually has a pretty okay team for starting off FIFA. Got an 83 Henderson, I think that's like his best card, and I think that was Santi Mina up front, I'm not quite too sure.
We should have a fine game for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith is with me. Welcome to you all.
So as the game starts, after 11 minutes, he gets his first shot away, and it's straight down the throat of Romero, throws it up to Morata, who is a very good target man, I have to be honest, and he knocks it down to Kovacic. Good ball by Kovacic, and here's a cross by Richarlison I was talking about. Morata just couldn't convert, but that's the crossing I was talking about from Richarlison. Although it's 69 rated, it's very good, and Stones almost scored from the corner, not quite, but yeah, Richarlison's crossing is very good indeed. Doucouré is everywhere. Henderson, as you see, playing deeper than Kovacic and Wijnaldum. Doucouré, and that's a pretty good bicycle cross into the box by Richarlison. Adama, he does win his fair share of headers, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he does win a fair share of headers. As you see, Rudiger there wins that header. Kovacic can't get it back, Doucouré can't get it back, but Henderson does get it back. He's everywhere, pass to one, pass two, and that piece of skill sets Stones away into Morata, back to Stones, back to Morata, slid through Kovacic, and that's a pretty good save from the goalkeeper. Kovacic's finishing, that was my fault. I should have rather gone for the finesse. Driven shots in this game, guys, I have sent so many driven shots over the bar because it registered as a chip shot rather than a driven shot. But as you see, Adama putting in a decent cross into the box, and Richarlison with a lovely 5-star weak foot first time finish into the bottom corner. Adama's crossing and Richarlison's crossing with Morata in the box is deadly. Adama's pace, all you have to do, get it up to Morata. Even from goal kicks, just smash it up to Morata. He will win the header most of the time. And just play that over through to Adama. And it was definitely a goal. Yes, I know there I made the wrong decision. I should have gone down the other side to Richarlison, but it does come to him here, and pretty scuff finish with that 5-star weak foot. But I think if it wasn't his right foot, he wouldn't have done too much better either, to be honest. But here we go. Alexander-Arnold makes a vital interception. He was pretty good for me at right back. Pretty overpowered now. I think his price has gone down a bit. And there we go. Kovacic making a gap. Coleman came on. Coleman with his first chance, and he scores off the post and in. But there we go. The telling pass from Kovacic gets the ball into his feet. quick dribbling, sends through Coleman, and Coleman doesn't miss, guys. Coleman is an absolutely insane super sub. He is pretty expensive, but I did pack him from a 2-player pack. That was a really good bicycle, and Romero has to make a pretty good save, and that one hits the bar, and he plays it back to Ben Mee, who was chased down by Talisca, and Talisca won it back, and Milner, who came on from the bench as well, sent through by Talisca to Coleman. Coleman has got Adama waiting at the far post. He drives almost to the byline, sends it back to Adama, easy tap in, quick play, and that's a good thing about having Adama on the field. Even if he's tired, for some reason he runs and runs and runs and runs. He doesn't stop running, which is the good thing about his car, and the good thing, he's the fastest player in the game, guys. He's literally the fastest player in the game. The only other player you can get is Kylian Mbappe, but he is really expensive and is not in the Premier League. So Adama is the fastest player in the Premier League. There we go, Kovacic wins it back again after the knockdown from Morata. Sends through Coleman, easy tap in for Adama. Yes, you guys might think I'm being sweaty, but I don't know how to do driven shots yet. Well, I mean, I know how to do driven shots, but it always ends up going miles over, because as I mentioned earlier, it ends up being a chip shot. But at the moment in this video I was sweaty. Eventually I did learn that I could just finesse it or go plain simple shot if I have someone who actually can shoot. But yeah, you saw in that game I thrashed him, Kovacic winning every ball back, Morata being a clinical target man. He didn't get many chances today. He was the one that started the game after Richarlison's cross. But like I was saying with that, guys, I do bring an end to this video. So if you guys like this video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for the next video, guys, there will be Division Rivals rewards, the first Division Rivals rewards. So stay tuned for that. I did take the coins, so just be prepared for that in the video. I did take the coins and make some pretty massive improvements, and then sell those improvements actually, and end up getting pretty big players instead of that. So just don't forget to stay tuned for those videos coming up shortly. But speaking of those videos, I do have to bring an end to this one. So until then, guys, stay tuned for the next ones.